Okay, this is Mark, and for beginning, just introduce yourself and say how long you're living now in Japan.
Hello everyone, I'm Mark. I'm from the Philippines. I've been living here in Japan for almost this year's November. It will be my sixth year
6 years
in
already.
Japan. Yes.
It's a long time.
Yeah, it was a long time.
So, what was the reason for you to come to Japan? You had any interest in Japan, or was it just like, I don't know?
Okay. To be honest, it was unplanned. It was not planned that I didn't thought of working here or living here. It was just I was messed up in Philippines, and I don't know what to do, and I thought of going to a different country. And it just so happened that Japan was open and there is an opportunity, and then I grabbed it.
So, how did you get that opportunity? Like you studied in the Philippines on the university?
Yeah. So there in Philippines, I was working already. I work into like a couple of companies, but there was I heard it from a friend of mine that, oh, we found this job through a manhunter, and the workplace is not here in the Philippines, it's Japan. So I got, okay, I wanna go. Something like that.
And what was like what did you need it for that job? Was it like university degree or something like this?
Yes, they need an engineering degree that at least work in a semiconductor plant.
Okay. So was it more like electronic, or what was it?
Yes, it's electronic. For example, my specialty, most of my dedication to my career is more on factory of integrated circuits from our devices.
Oh, I also did like something like this.
Yes, it's a semiconductor. It's an industry of semiconductor. Then I have a different experience from a warehouse, electrical components and electronic components. So that I think that qualification, it suits me to enter that opportunity, and I was lucky to be selected also to go to Japan.
So it was just more like random you came to Japan. Do you think in general it's like difficult for Filipinos to come to Japan? Or do you think if you have like a degree or something, it's really easy for you?
Okay. In reality, Philippines itself, our government has a regulations about going abroad, not only in Japan. First is that one. We have the regulations. We have to pay some money. We have to give some.
Before you go, you have to pay some money.
Yes, something like that. There was a regulation.
Okay.
It's like I wanna work in this country. You can exit all the times. It's not like that in our country. We need to undergo to an authorized agency, a group that is authorized by our government. And then there will be the one to process everything that you need to go outside from the Philippines. So speaking of Japan, so your question was, is it required for a degree? Or a lot of Filipinos here are working in a, how do I say, like a blue collar job or like a labor work, like
easy job.
That a job that doesn't require university degree. They're more on labor certifications, like they undergo, for example, I will give you an example, welders who do welding, they undergo some trainings, certification. And like the how do you say it? The nurses, not the nurses. Though there is a profession nurses, the one that can enter here is that they need to do a training on handling like old people from Rogin home. Home for the elders, something like that.
Yes, I know, yeah.
And then if you have a degree, it's more advantage. But it doesn't mean that if you have degree, you can work. Is like, for example, I'll be entering there engineer. It's not that way.
Okay. So it's easy or not easy? What would you say?
It depends on the person. For me, it's not easy. It requires determination. If
Do you know what how much money was it to get to that you have to pay for your country to come here?
okay, 170,000 yen.
170,000 yen.
I wanna be honest.
So that's maybe more than $1,000.
Yeah,
Something
but
like this.
I wanna be honest. I didn't undergo that process. I was how do I say it? I found that manhunter was doing it illegally that day.
Really?
Yeah. And I entered Japan pretending a business trip, a researcher. We pretend to the Philippines so that we will not pay money.
And
Something
then
like
you
that.
just didn't came back?
Yes, actually we had our yeah, because that's it's the system in the Philippines makes hard for you to go outside the country, and so be able to break that we wanna work on this country, we can. There's some ways. There's some possible ways.
Okay, I see.
So I didn't spend any money on going to Japan.
Okay. So you came to Japan. Did you learn Japanese for that? Before or you learned Japanese
No.
when you were in Japan?
No, actually the time I arrived here, I was not understanding all of it.
But you learned like before a little bit?
No, no, it was
Okay.
it was not the like I studied Japanese at home. No, it's like that. It's not like that. I learned Japanese here. It's the environment, your experiences, and work, and in your hobbies that you immerse yourself with some Japanese people,
Okay.
and also your own studying. If you have some money, you can hire some teachers.
Yeah. And do you think you have a good enough Japanese level to make like normal conversations with people?
Yes. Now I can say I'm not still like fluent, but I get along with Japanese Japanese guys, girls. I can already live by myself, and I took also some exams on the proficiency.
Okay.
Now I'm kind of bit on a good level now.
Which level you are now?
I'm now N2.
Oh, N2 is good.
Yes, I'm
N2 is
N2
good.
now.
Good
Luckily, I just did the test to pass, but I cannot claim it like because N2 is a business level. I think I'm still not in a business level on speaking, but conversation I can.
But I also met like people that have like N1 and cannot even speak really.
Yeah.
They maybe know it but cannot speak.
Because I think I focus also on conversation. That's why you should in learning Japanese. There's a lot of style. What do you want? You speak, you can read, you can write. So it's up to you, or you can understand. Not all speakers can understand it. Like for not native, it's been you should have like at least a lot every a separate timing to learn everything.
Okay, you are now like almost 6 years in Japan, right?
Yes.
And what kind of different jobs you already did? Like you also had jobs like in a Japanese company where you had to speak like Japanese?
Yes.
Ah.
So the first job is I've been an operator in a factory for 2.5 years. So I started the job there like I don't know how to speak, and it's like little by little. I think it's the environment that you immersed. If in your everyday life you are hearing same words, same person, how they speak, you can adapt, and that's the time I learned first to speak.
That's how children learn, like only from hearing, right?
I learned first how to speak. I didn't learn how to read first. No, the first skill I unlocked is speaking, even it's like broken. And then after 2.5 years, I decided to quit the job because I was still on like existential issue that time. I knowing myself, I'm an engineer. I've been doing 2.5 years like operatorship job. But the trick there is that there's no chance. If you are holding a degree, you are required to have at least entry level
Yeah, that's true.
to enter an engineering job.
Yeah.
If you are not proficient on computers, you can enter English jobs here.
That's
if
true, yeah.
you are good in IT, IT support.
There's a lot of English jobs with programming or IT, something
But-
like this, yeah.
Me myself, I am not. That is my weak point, and so what I can grab is an ALT, assistant language teacher job. So I entered the job. I am not a teacher. I am
But
not.
for English,
Yeah, but I'm not really good in English. The requirement was this: you're holding a bachelor's degree. Okay, so I entered it. But the time that I entered it, I told myself I will not exit this job without getting anything, and so I immersed on the faculty, on the students, and every time inside the school when it's my break time, I started to study. From N4, I started N4.
Okay.
And then after 2 years, I was getting along with them already. And then since I'm now holding that time at entry, I can look for an engineering job. And
Okay.
it was a good time. But to be honest, the ALT jobs, a lot of foreigners, not only in Philippines, are doing the ALT. The salary is not really
And
high.
how was the time? Like, was a lot of overwork or something like this?
No, it's Monday to Friday, school hours. But since that job is it's like an outsource. If you're a foreigner, you will enter an outsource company. If you're outsourced, you will earn low. So just for comparison, what I'm earning when I was an operator, it's much more higher.
Okay.
And so, even I know it's illegal, I went to a different jobs secretly. So I do the Monday to Friday work in the morning. So I'm going out
You
4:30.
didn't change like your visa?
I changed my visa as well.
Okay.
From the engineering visa to instructor's visa.
But then it's all right. Then it's
Yes,
okay.
but it was written there. I will not be participating to different jobs that is not related with teaching. So what I did is I have been working for same 2 years, like in a warehouse job. I'm like doing like delivery, painting, like big bunches of steels and metals that.
So after the teaching stop?
No, it's within. Yeah.
At the
So
same
while
time?
I'm doing at the same time, I'm doing job, and I tried gardening. I landscape a garden even I'm not a landscaper. I tried cutting someone's like trees, like unwanted grasses for 1 day. It's a deal. So and I tried going to a club, the bar. First,
bartender?
kitchen.
Okay.
And then I was eventually learn how to deal with customers, like going out as they're like host, something like that. And then what else? The laundry factory. I met a lot of foreigners in different countries without visa. And
without visa?
Yes, and they were like really struggling there just to maintain their living in Japan. There's something that holds them to live in Japan even with they don't have visa. They work in that laundry factory. But it's hard. I tried 2 days and I quit. It's hard. And yeah, I think that's all the jobs I have done.
Now you're an engineer, finally.
Luckily, I was really grateful that now I got this engineering job, and now I'm every time I work, I was looking on my past works, my past experiences. That's the reason why I like protecting this what I have now, because it's so really hard in past situations.
Yeah, I see. So What was the goal for you to came to Japan?
The goal.
Like what you
What drives
wanted, or what drives you, or what you wanted from Japan?
Yeah, first to save money.
Hmm.
You can save money here. And second is
So you get like here in Japan more money like in the Philippines?
yes, of course. Like 3 times,
3 times
4
more.
times,
Oh, okay.
5 times more.
Hmm.
And that was the goal. But when you get older, it's changing. Now my goal is like a better living, like health. We need to consider health, because if you're just onto money, time will come your health will degrade.
Hmm.
You will be paying more. So I'm considering also the health, the environment. Here it's healthy, the air, the food, the environment. So I'm considering also that was also my drive to to live here without sickness, serious sickness.
You said it's really healthy here in Japan, like the food and everything. So how do you like the life in Japan?
Here,
Is it good, or is there thing or bad things also, or how you like it?
okay, it depends on the person, but for me, I consider it there's a good, and I consider also the disadvantages. There will be an disadvantages. Here it's healthy, yes, but the culture itself is different. I believe Japan now is not yet westernized, like unlike like in Philippines, like it's we are adopted with the some American culture and the culture from Europe. Here it's still the culture is still thick, but it's healthy. I know it's healthy here
And safe.
and safe as well.
Yeah. Do you think in the Philippines is not that safe as here?
Yeah, because for example, we can go out without like freely, whatever time it is.
Yeah, that's true.
Unlike you go to a different country, somebody will stab you, something like that. Even in Philippines, I think my country itself, I am still afraid that there might things happen to you, unwanted things eventually.
That's a big point. I think Japan is like one of the safest countries maybe in the world.
Yes.
I'm not sure, but it's really high. So do you have any bad experience here in Japan?
Okay.
Like maybe because you're
Filipino?
Filipino guy, or
Yes.
just in you?
Yeah. So
In general.
2 things. The first thing that I will not forget is I was stopped when I'm driving. I was stopped with the police car, like how do you say it? Buzzing, like.
Yeah.
I was
Like the horn.
I was really shocked. It was on Kawasaki, and so I pull out on my car. They interrogated me. It lasts 20 minutes. They inspect everything,
The whole car?
the whole car,
Oh.
the under the carpet. Four of 3 police officers, and then they're interrogating me like, okay, I see, because first how I look, my plate number is not is very toy, so far.
Yeah.
That's why they're really like suspecting if I'm into drugs, something like that. But I proved them that no, here's my visa, I'm living here nicely. Okay, then the second one, this is the actually 3 things, sorry. So the second one is I broke a law in Japan. So it's myself that I was not really expecting how Japan's law was really strict. I've been I commit in overspeeding on their high technology camera, and it gives me like 8 months of like stress. I paid a lot of money on the violation, but it was a lesson for me. It's a good lesson. It was my fault, but I underestimated the Japan's law. I thought it was like Philippines, something like that, or some country, but no. So from that 3 years ago, so from that time, I changed my lifestyle. Like, okay, I will not drive too fast. I will protect the rules here in Japan. So the last one is, since I'm having tattoo here, it's a stereotype for them that I look some
Like
strange guy,
like
yeah.
Yakuza or something like this.
Something like that.
Mm.
And I cannot take away that mentality to them.
Mm.
It's I know, but you see, it's not still open. It's not still open. They're still in their culture that they have like a different vision on a guy with tattoo.
Yeah, that's true.
So now, since this tattoo cannot be erased anymore, though if I wanted to, I accept the fact that yeah, this is Japan. But yeah, here in Japan, do what you want legally. Do what you want. You don't care about the people because most of them they don't care about you also. Am I right?
That's true. Yeah.
So yeah,
They don't
keep
care
rocking,
about you.
rocking. So.
But it's also good when they don't care about you because they don't stress you.
Yes.
That's really good.
That's really good.
So Japanese people they like living their own life and also let others live their life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, we adapt the culture. It's you don't care. But yeah, sometimes you can see the people looking at you and then go, but it's okay. It's okay. I don't care because you don't care. At the end of the day, you will not care about me.
That's true. Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice. But did you have like any things with tattoos? Like actual things, like people talk to you or said you cannot go somewhere else?
Yes.
Or?
Most of the time. Even yesterday, I'm with in the kickboxing gym. They was really looking here, like they wanna look the details.
Did you have to have like a clothes that gets over it or something?
I'm keeping it this tattoos. I'm keeping it when I'm doing the training there because I consider that there is kids doing the training also, and I don't want those kids to admire these tattoos. That if I grow up, I wanted to have a tattoo. It's a life decision. Tattoo is a life decision. So for me, I don't wanna contaminate their minds. I hide it there. Yeah. But in some place, no. I wanna be usual because most of the people that has tattoo, has a meaning. The tattoo itself has a meaning. You don't wanna put something here that doesn't have a meaning, right?
Yeah.
So most of my tattoos has a story, and me, I am proud to boast my story in life. So how this is my style first, my style, and it reflects to my personality. Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, I also know people maybe they don't have anything. They just do it just because of fun.
I see. Yeah. There's also to look cool.
Last question. You ready?
Yes.
So what do you think is like the most important thing to take care of or to learn or to have to know before you came to Japan or when you want to live in Japan?
What's the most
Like,
important?
what's the most important things maybe
to prepare?
Yes.
Okay.
Or maybe now you know it better. I don't know.
First is I think forget about the language first, okay? Me, that's what happened to me. Even you like it or not, you need to fix the attitude first. What I mean is just learn determination. That you're really accepting it, that you will start from zero. That you will go to a place that you're not familiar, that is really different on where you are. So that's the first. Second is versatility. You need to read the environment. In Japanese, they call it kukyomu.
Like read the
Read the environment.
Yeah.
That's your instincts. Read the environment. Even though you don't understand it, read their minds. Read their facial expression. Observe everything. That will be your main instincts.
That's good when you can do this. That's really helpful. Yeah.
Yes. And then next is manage your time, because in managing your time, even if you're not still here, that will be your capital when you go to Japan. That you manage your time, you have couple of times that you can study Japanese. So time management is very important. If your time management sucks, you can get along with Japan, but you will not be able to maximize the skill that you will earn, that you will your equipment, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So, time management. I think that's all.
Okay.
Last thing, important things. Forget about materials. In Japan, materials here are if you're working, you can afford it. But if you're into materials, I think it will be a burden to you if you got addicted buying branded things. So
But
I think,
Japanese people really like brands.
yeah, so
They
I think
really buy
it's
a lot.
self-discipline on spending. So that's important also. If you're not here yet and you know how to save already, if you go here, it will match your attitude that you don't spend too much. You rather spend food because the brandeds are it's like a lot of things here, like day by day. There's a lot of new things. So don't be addicted on material things.
That's really good points, and I agree with them. That's really good, ja. Okay, das war das Interview. Und ich würde mich freuen, wenn ihr kommentiert, liked, abonniert, Kanalmitglied werdet. Und dann bedanke ich mich bei meinem lieben Freund Marc. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And yeah, see you in the next video.
Sayun.